A very warm welcome to you and thank you for joining us here at the Estadio 11th of November in Luanda. It is Angola up against Libya for this FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 qualifying clash. A big match this is, very important game because it will define who will be leading the group after 2 rounds of action from Group F. And having seen both teams in action previously, the quest for points continues, and the Planchas Negras battled hard against Egypt in their Group F opener, having conceded an early goal from Kafshar. They couldn't stop the dynasty from growing and finally succumbed to defeat in Cairo, 1-0. For Libya, the story was a little different as the Mediterranean Knights endured a slow start to the Panthers of Gabon as Poco scored in the 11th minute, but Javier Clemente's men hit back with goals either side of the break from Salama and Awafali in the 95th minute to secure 3 points to move top of the table.
A equipa da Libya vai ligar. Camisa 1. Verde. Na luz.
Quando ele ficar aí.
Número 14. Ali. Número 2. Ramallah. Número 10. Otacé. Número 8. Sander. 25. Morrer. 18. Faisal. 20. Verde. 10. Telfani. Hamdu. Número 11. Omar Youssef. E número 7. Olá. Angola. Vai jogar com camisa número 9. Aldo Monteiro Cadu. Número 15. Bastos Quisanga. Número 2. Flório Fortuna. Número 10. Jonathan Lacu. 4. Inácio Santos. 8. Mário Mambuja. 9. Fábio Abreu. 11. Alfonso Manuel. Araújo Gabriel. Número 3. Celso Abreu. Número 17. Miguel Alfredo. Freddy. Número 20. Comigo. Lorena. Rodolfo Crucifixo. Nancy Vita. Miriam. Número 6. Patricia Amanda. Número 7. Diastes. 10. Celso Manu. 14. Cito Nogundo. 17. Carneiro Augusto. Número 18. Pedro Lourenço. Número 19. Helena Sidor. Número 21. Ascensa João. Número 22. Adilson Cruz. E número 23. André Zini. Os suplentes da Líbia. Número 12. 22. 4. Hamilton. 5. Tahir. 6. Mohamed.
So thank you for joining us here in Luanda. We're at the Estadio 11th of November. This is Angola against Libya, a big important game here in Group F. It's an African qualifier for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. And both of these nations have already engaged in battle in this group already. And mixed fortunes, the Phalanges Negras battling hard against Egypt, but they couldn't knock down the Pharaohs, who finally ran out 1-0 winners after an early goal from Kafsha. For Libya, the story a little bit different. They went behind the Mediterranean Knights after a slow start to the Panthers of Gabon. Poco scoring in the 11th minute, but Javier Clemente's men hit back with goals either side of the break for Salama and Al Wafali. In the 95th minute, they got that winner to secure themselves 3 points, and they moved top of the table with a better goal difference than Egypt. Well, the quest for points continues in FIFA World Cup qualifying as we head to Luanda in southern Africa, where Angola take on Libya in a Group F clash on match day 2 of the second round. The Phalanges Negras battled hard against Egypt in their Group F opener, having conceded an early goal from Kafsha, but they couldn't stop the dynasty from growing and finally succumbed to defeat in Cairo 1-0. For Libya, the story a little bit different. Mediterranean Knights enduring a slow start to the Panthers of Gabon. Poco scored in the 11th minute, but Javier Clemente's men hit back with goals either side of the break from Salama and Al Wafali in the 95th minute to secure all 3 points and move top of the table. Well, that was temporary, of course, because afterwards you saw Egypt travel to Gabon to take on the Panthers, and that finished 1-1. So there's your table for you. Egypt, the Pharaohs, at the top of the pile with 4 points. Libya second with 3 points. Gabon third, and Angola at the bottom. Angola, a home clash here at the Estadio 11th of November, or the 11th of November, if you like, here in Talatona, which is just a district of Luanda. And we got a few fans in here, but more importantly, I think we can say that we've got a good game of football on our hands, because Libya play attacking football. They're coached by the Basque helmsman Javier Clemente, who has, well, seen and done a lot. A former player, of course, for Athletic Bilbao, and played some great football in the 60s and the 70s, of course, and coached so many teams, including the Spanish national team on a couple of occasions, and also Real Sociedad. He had a spell at Marseille and Serbia, and then of course he decided to head to Africa. An opportunity came up, and he coached the Cameroonian team in 2010. Got the chance to coach Libya between 2013 and 2016, and found himself leading Libya to their first continental trophy. Now, they've qualified for 3 Africa Cup of Nations, but they managed to qualify for the CHAN, which is the African Nations Championship. We're talking about local players, and that was in 2014. They went all the way and beat Ghana on penalties. Perfect scenario for Javier Clemente to say, okay, is there a chance for me to come back and coach the national team of Libya? Yes, I'm coming back. Okay, well, there you go. His job's here and waiting for him, and he's looking to try and lead Libya to FIFA World Cup qualification for Qatar 2022, if it's possible. They've never qualified before. Angola have, back in 2006, an 8 Africa Cup of Nations. Big clash between these two nations here tonight. We are only minutes away from the start of this African qualifying clash in Group F. for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. The Palancas Negras of Angola up against the Mediterranean Knights of Libya in the second match day from Group F here at the Estadio, 11th of November in Luanda. Well, Libya getting off to a flying start with a 2-1 victory over Gabon, with Angola just losing by a single goal to Egypt, the Faroes, which means that Angola now have home advantage, and they'll be looking to try and exploit that and rekindle their winning ways and get themselves on track once again for qualification for the next World Cup in Qatar 2022. Time now for the two national anthems. Well, it's good to be back home. I think that's the general feeling for the Angolan players. The Palancas Negras, coached by Pedro Gonçalves. This is the team. They made a change with the goalkeeper, Hugo Marquez, who started the first game in that loss against Egypt, replaced by Aldo Montero, who plays his football for Espinho, a former Porto youth player. Cadu, they call him. Fortuna Kisanga, the captain, Jonathan, and Santos at the back with Felix, Balberdia, Ari Papel coming in, Freddy, Abreu and Estrella will be the two players up front. Watch out for Estrella, quality player, 25 years old, and well, he plies his trade in Egypt, so he's been around and travelled a lot, also spent a bit of time in Orlando. But a good, strong team here for the 45-year-old coach at the helm of Angola. As the referee and his team there, Mr. Nkunku of the Congo. Congo Brazzaville, that is, of course, who has the task of officiating this clash. There's Nastus, the goalkeeper, who he's been around 71 caps for the Libyan goalkeeper. Been with the squad for 11 years now, part of that 2014 winning team for the African Nations Championship. And good to see that the referee is making things very clear, crystal clear, with before we get down to business. Ali Salama scored one of the goals in that 2-1 win over Gabon. 33-year-old defender, very strong and sturdy at the back. Let's take a look at the Mediterranean Knights. Nashnus, of course, a veteran in goal with Abdullah Sand, Sabu, Ali Salama in the midfield. You got Al Badr, Al Tabal, and Al Tuami of Al Nasir, with El Houni, the Esperance player, quality player, who used to play for Ahli Tripoli, and Zubia is the man leading from up front, 6'2", who now plays his football for Al Ittihad. Let's get down to business now then for this Group F encounter. It's African qualifying match between Angola and Libya here in Luanda. A bit of an atmosphere as well at the Stadio 11th of November near Luanda for this FIFA World Cup Qatar qualifier for 2022. Angola, of course, playing in the black, red and yellow colours of their national flag up against Libya, the Mediterranean Knights, who are fully capable of springing a surprise and playing some fine football. National team went back to Libya and started playing football on home soil, as officials from FIFA went on an inspection and deemed it safe after civil unrest over a number of years, of course. Ball comes out to Santos. Into the middle, picked up by Balbudia. It's good work from Angola. Slick football they love to play. That's a nice ball out to the right-hand side. Santos, Inacio Santos tries to get his crossover. It comes off the goalkeeper, Sabu, and the challenge on the goalkeeper from the big man, Abreu, deemed a little bit illegal. Free kick it will be for Nashnus. It did come off the leg, in fact. He's one of the forwards here who's born in Lisbon, Abreu. Ball goes back to the goalkeeper, easily taken there by Aldo Montero Cadu. He's coming to replace Hugo Marquez at the back. 35-year-old giant goalkeeper at 6'3". Plays in South Africa for Cape Town. Also a former Porto and Gil Vicente player in the youth academy, of course. Strong links with Portugal in the football academy system. Lots of players going through, as it is with Mozambique, but Angola producing some quality players, of course. That's fine work, fine battling there by Freddie. Freddie doing really well, tries to get the ball back. It's just a little bit too far for him to control, and it's cleared by Libya. They mean business here, don't they? The Palanchas Negras. Qualifying for one World Cup in 2006. Qualifying, they only lost one game, that was against Nigeria. And then the moment that they managed to qualify, they went in and sought some advice from Jose Mourinho. His wife was born in Angola, of course, and well, they had lots of quality players in that during that period, of course, with Flavio, wonderful player who played around Africa and really did light up the stadiums. Quality striker. And Aqua as well, and Jamba, and Paulo Figueiredo. And they played so many pre-World Cup games to get themselves ready for battle. Their first ever appearance and their last to date. And there he goes again, Freddie. He's such a handful, goes down to the byline, gets the ball across. That's well met there, and it was very important that Salama got to it, but they're still moving forward. And now picking the ball up, good a chance, little bit of space, puts it on his left foot, goes for the shot. It's a low shot that goes wide, but Harry Papel, his Mali-based player, pulling the trigger and pulling his shot wide. And he saw that there was a bit of a block, stronger with that left foot, just couldn't hit the target. They've most definitely underlined their intentions in the opening minutes here against Libya. Not happy with that loss against Egypt. Not the ideal way to kick off a campaign, especially when you've got big ambitions. Be working hard in the midfield to retrieve the ball and get hold of it. Strella's there, working hard. Known for a very skillful player, very technical players, close control. I've always seen that. Finding a little bit of space, just keeping the ball away from their opponents. They do it so well and so physical. They can, well, run to their heart's content, and you'll still see them in the last few minutes racing around. Javier Clemente there in the jeans, just watches on. Deemed as a hero back in Libya, of course, the 71-year-old. And just to give you an idea of what he's achieved, well, I think that when you get named as the best manager in La Liga on 3 occasions, in fact, I think that you most definitely know what you're doing, and you know the game, and you deserve respect. Well, Javier Clemente most definitely deserves that. Well, that was he just ran in. They ran into each other, didn't they? It was Abdullah up against Fortuna, but Abdullah of Al Nasser just blocked quite hard. The knee went through, of course, and clattering into Abdullah's legs. 25-year-old going down quite hard. Gets back up onto his feet. It's good news for Libya. Key player, been with the national team for 7 years. Linked up in 2014, of course, that special year for Libya. Well, they get a free kick. That was slightly over physical, I think, is the way that you can describe it. Just coming in maybe a little bit too hard and not to the referee's liking. It was... Look at that. Oh, it's the right hand. It's the right hand, and that's all you need. It's Boatsu Jonathan. Spent a bit of time playing at Fulham, in fact, in England, but now playing for St. Trudens in Belgium. And a good opportunity here for Libya. Watch out for Zubia, the tall striker. Number 7 on his back. He'll be, there he is to the right-hand side. El Afi, who plays for Wydad Casablanca in Morocco in the Botola Pro. Standing on the ball. And El Houni with the number 10. Very important player. Sand is there. Just wondering if Sand will hit it with that left foot of his. No, it's El Afi. Hits the wall, flies off for a throw-in. And Sand plays for Raja Casablanca, so of course two rivals in Morocco, fierce rivals that play at the complex Mohammed V Stadium in Casablanca, which hosted Chan in 2018. That was another good running for Libya. Got to the quarterfinals. In fact, they got to the semi-finals, didn't they? Finished 4th. Strong defensive play in Astro Santos, clearing the danger. El Houni down that left side. When he plays for Esperance, of course, multiple winners of the CAF African Champions League. He is unstoppable. Wonderful skill set, very wily. I'm afraid that didn't go to the player or anywhere that he wanted it to go. Not the best throw-in I've seen from Sabu. They'll take that though, won't they? Aldo Montero, goalkeeper for this Angolan team. Well, there's Kisanga, who's the captain. Spent 4 years playing in the Serie A for Lazio. Now playing for Rostov in Russia. But his time playing at Petro de Luanda, one of the top teams in Angola that grace the fields of Africa when they're taking part in the African Champions League. If it's not Petro de Luanda, it's of course Primero de Agosto. Sometimes Recreativo de Libolo is the third team, but they're not as successful as Primero de Agosto, who've won 13 national titles, 2 less than Petro de Luanda. Well, they're being playing with fire there. Good classy play by Kisanga. Gets the ball out to Fortuna. Waiting for a little bit of support. And it comes out wide and picked up by Estrella. Goalless here in Luanda for this opening 10 minutes of this clash. I think you can feel the intensity down there on the pitch for this clash between Angola and Libya. We're looking for goals tonight. I think both teams are looking for goals. Libya would love to take 6 points from their first 2 games. That would be, well, absolutely spot on for them. I think anybody, any nation that gets 6 points from their 2 opening World Cup qualifying games will not shrug their shoulders to that. It would be a fantastic achievement in itself. Angola get possession. They'll throw the ball down the line, it looks. Vladimir Felix plays his football in Cyprus for Bafos, formerly of Petro de Luanda, working well, along with Fabio Abreu. They work really well, but that was lacking precision, that ball to get past Abdullah. Very nice turn indeed. Bit of space in the midfield. It's the first time ball up to El Houni. El Houni's first proper touch. Oh, he does really well if he can keep the ball in play. He does well to get past that man. Santos cuts inside. Oh, he gets knocked off his feet. The referee, he's just saying play on there. This is picked up by Estrella. And over to the other side with Fortuna. Plays his football in Ghent now. Having spent 3 seasons playing for Charleroi. Played well, had a great season last season, especially at the very start. Clinical passing is what we expect. Picks up Ari Papel. Santos. They've got good shape about them, Angola. It's always very attractive to watch them. When it works really well. And they've got acceleration and zip. Of course, they hosted the Africa Cup of Nations back in 2010. Didn't get past the quarterfinals, but which was also the same scenario in 2008 in Ghana. It's gone a little bit too far for Santos. His legs aren't that long. Best ranking for Angola in the FIFA World Ranking, up to 45 in July 2000, with Libya in 122, their best ranking in the world. Picked up in the middle and taken forward. That ball just a little bit overcooked for Abra to latch onto. Free kick for Angola. Here's Santos. Straight down the middle to try and pick out Abra. Wins the free kick, and that's what they'll be doing. They'll be all over him because he's the one of the danger men. And Sand, well, he's a very strong defender, but he won't allow that man Abra to get past him. But he needs to be a little bit careful. There you go. Look at the way that he's got a bit of a hug on him on the upper body hug. Al-Wafali, Sand Al-Wafali, Raja Casablanca. Spent 5 years playing for Ahli Tripoli. Raja Casablanca, fantastic defence. A non-porous defence in terms of goals. They just don't get past. There's a chance with Estrella just lofting the ball into the penalty area. Easily met by Sand. Santos gets the ball back. That's neatly done. Felix gets the header, but it's gone straight back to a Libyan player. And that's not a bad ball. It was a quick ball to try and pick out the Esperance winger, El Houni. With a free kick. Kisanga will take this. Change of flanks, nice little acceleration there from Fortuna. And the lofted ball, it was beautifully struck, but it's gone a little bit too far there for Felix. Angola working the ball very well is Santos. Lots of movement. You always see they're constantly on the move, the Angolans, and that's really good to see, because you know that there's a constant threat working really well and working really hard. Is the ball to Felix. Oh, he tries to get past his man, but that's a good, strong challenge coming in. Needed to get in there quick, and he did exactly that. That's exactly how sand operates. Nothing gets past him normally. And it's going to be a throw-in. I think they're going to wait for Santos to shake himself down and come up for the long throw. Fine skills from Ribeiro. There he is, Freddy, they call him. Taken quickly, ball comes across, cleared, steered out and away by Sabu. Sharply focused on the quick corner. Watch out for the movement in the penalty box. We'll see a lot of players shifting around. Kisanga's come up, the big man, the captain. Taken, and it floats into the penalty area. No one latching onto it. That was poor. The attempt to try and get the ball back in by Fortuna. There's a chance for Libya. They can switch flanks, but that's just a little bit too easy. Not the cleanest of clearances, but there's a chance for Angola. And luckily, they have cover with this man, Sand. And they take it quickly, want to get the ball rolling ASAP. Angola moved the ball around quickly, but Libya are fully capable of doing the same. I think they're just being a little bit more cautious because they're playing away and because they're up against Angola, who play fast, slick, quick football. Look at this, wonderful work from Mari Papel. Oh, he just can't get past his man. That is sensational defensive play there over on that far side by Salama. Clearance doesn't go to feet and Angola pick up the pieces. That will be a free kick. The advantage runs out for The Palencias Negras taken quickly. You've got to keep your eyes peeled. That's what they'd like to do. Quick ball, move it. And before anybody can get themselves organised, they're already in a scoring position. And to be honest with you, they get the ball back. This is a great chance for Angola. A little bit of luck there. Now, who's there? Ari Papel goes down to the byline. The ball comes across. It's been cleared away by sand. And the danger curtailed, but picked up once again. You can see that Ari Papel's there, taking the throw in. No rest for the wicked. Ball comes back. Fortuna. Kisang. Little slip. Nothing to worry about. Zubia's trying to chase him down and pinch the ball from underneath his nose. Angola looking like smooth operators. And then all of a sudden, they just click into gear, and they're extremely complicated to deal with defensively. Looked like it did come off the arm. That's a good call from the referee. Off the arm of Verde. Plays in Antalyaspor in Turkey, 31 years of age. Spent a bit of time in Portugal as well, playing for Belenenses and Excelsior in Rotterdam in the Netherlands. Still not much movement from Javier Clemente, observing from his observation tower. The dugout. 25 minutes in, and we're still goalless here at the Estadio. 11th of November here in Luanda. Important game for both of these nations. Match day 2. I mean, every match day is key. Every match day is pivotal. Every match day is important. But I think that when if you haven't pulled off a victory on the first opening clash, then you want to get back. This is the case for Angola, hence the reason why they are shifting into gears. Here's Ari Papel trying to get past his man, trying to get past the difficult player there, and Badri, ball comes out to the right-hand side. Angola pushing forward. Here's a chance, and it's Felix trying to get past his man. Another wily and difficult player to deal with. If the ball rolls in his favor, he is very complicated to defend. On that occasion, lost control, fans off out of their seats. They love their football here. Angola is absolutely mad about football. And there you can see the frustration of Felix. Nothing to be frustrated about, the 23-year-old. He's got 2 goals after playing in 24 games. This is game number 25 for him. The skill set is sensational. Good opportunity here. Alhouni tries to get the ball across. He scuffs his pass back into the middle, and Angola let off the hook. The slick, fast pace of this encounter. Here he is, Felix again down the right-hand side, gets the ball across. It's a missed kick, really. And a chance that just falls through their fingers. Put himself in a good position, good acceleration. The noise level started to rise. The fans started to get out of their seats, but at the end, Vladimir Felix unable to get the ideal crossover to service his teammates. Foot came up. That will be a free kick for Angola. It's Estrella who goes down. An element of danger, you've got to say, from Elafi. Estrella's back up on his feet. His name is Valdomiro Lameira, 25-year-old. Call him Estrella. Former Portugal under-20s player. Just one cap for the national team. Oh, that was... the idea was that he would dummy the ball, not connect, allow it to go past the defender, run around, latch onto it, but we saw the pace of it. Pretty complicated. Unless you've got that electric pace in your DNA. Abra is quick, but not that quick. Well, the defensive standing there from Fortuna. He was leaning, he was using his arms, and you can see that El Afi logically picks up the free kick. And of course, I was playing the ball, but it was a 50-50. But just look at the shirt grabbing with the right hand. Look at the right arm. It was pretty blatant. Sand will come up. El Afi will probably take it. 25-year-old, played for USM Alger. Former winners of the Algerian Premier League, Premier Division. El Afi, now with Wydad Casablanca. Angolan defence holding forward. El Afi delivers the ball over at the far post. El Houni's there, he can't keep it in. It's just gone a little bit too far. Interesting how they were holding hands, and it was most definitely, it was like a chain rather than a wall. And then all of a sudden they break and they just follow players. Santos into the middle, picked up by Estrella. Abra picks the ball up. Well, that was, they've just given the ball away a little bit too easy. That's a good ball over to the left-hand side. El Houni this time, a little bit of a slip, gets back up on his feet, up against Santos. Is he going to take the man on? He goes down towards the byline, tries to get the ball back across. Maybe he should have tried to kick it against the defender rather than hold it up and turn around and get his cross in. That was, he was outfoxed by the Palencias Negras. The giant sable antelopes. Good ball down to the left-hand side. That's Ari Papel working his magic once again. Such a dangerous player. Playing his football with Estrella in Egypt. Not at the same club. Valberdia. Players, a couple of players with just their second caps for the national team. First caps in their opening game against Egypt, given a second chance to try and shine. You can understand why. That's a good little pass, that is. A little bit of space. Can he get a shot in? Well, the shot came in from Freddie, but it was blocked. And at the other end, you can see that they race away, and it's El Afi who goes down. The referee says nothing. It's a great ball on the edge of the penalty box, but the referee will stop, and I think there's a offside call. That's the call, coming back from an offside position. Oh, he was, may have been onside there. Initially, yes, but afterwards, when the pass was made, maybe no. In any case, comes to nothing. We're all square here after 31 minutes. Palencias Negras up against the Mediterranean Knights of Libya. In this Group F African qualifier for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Ball goes down into the penalty area, pounced on by Aldo Montero. Pounced on by a Palencias Negras. Working hard at the back. Kisanga out to Fortuna. Fortuna's Nurio Fortuna. Also went through the academy at Benfica, Sporting, giants of Portugal football. That's a lovely little flick. It's just a little bit too far away from his teammate, but the idea was top class. Fortuna moving into a very deep position. Can see how good their vision is. On that occasion, no, but they always spot their players just lingering or seeking space behind the defender. Always looking to try and stay on side, of course, but the movement off the ball is something that stands out from the crowd in terms of what Angola are capable of doing. On the football pitch, looking really sharp and slick when they get into that midfield position. Just don't know what's around the corner. I think that's what I like about this Angolan team. Angola and Libya missing out on qualification for AFCON 2021, which will obviously be AFCON 2022. Didn't manage to qualify. It's good to see some of the new nations booking their places in the competition. The Comoros Islands, which is fantastic for their first ever participation. They were Group G runners-up behind Egypt. And Sudan, Group C runners-up, just behind Ghana. Fantastic Sudan, one of the great nations of football. It's not their first time, of course. They were one of the founders of the Africa Cup of Nations in this wonderful competition that we have every 2 years now. And the Sierra Leone, that's brilliant, isn't it? An incredible moment for them. They did qualify in the early years. El Houni gets the ball back. That's a good opportunity. That is Zubia. Unable to do anything with that, but they're still in possession, Libya, as they try and find a little bit of space until the header just falls into the path of Ari Papel. They try and win it back. They got a throw in down in the corner. Excellent graft from El Afi, but our calls that there was a bit of shirt pulling. Whatever the case, it's still a throw-in for Libya. 35 minutes in, so we've got 10 minutes remaining in the first half. And a lively Group F encounter between these two nations. Pushing the ball a little bit too far, flicking the ball past the Angolan play. You can see that he's marginally frustrated, I would say, Abdullah. Yeah, Sierra Leone, first time that they're qualifying since 1996 in South Africa, which is just a great feat in itself. And then Cape Verde. Well, this is brilliant because for the small islands, of course, they play some fantastic football. It's not the first time for them because they managed to make it in 2013, as we see Angola looking to try and get the ball. That's well, that was great persistence, perseverance more so from Fortuna. He still continues. He believes that he can get his left foot on it to get the cross in. Hits it off the defender, Abdullah. It will be a corner. And here are Angola and Pedro Gonçalves' men looking to try and break the deadlock. Ari Papel is the player who will maybe take this. Might be a short corner. Sanga's come up. Boatu Jonathan as well. We don't need subtitles for what the referee, Mr. Nkunku, is saying. Here it is. We're going to get a decent crossover. Ari Papel gets the ball into the penalty area. That's a great header, but it's not on target, so it's not perfect. Kisanga greets it. The captain in front of the goalkeeper, but it's not steered in. Well, it was perfectly lofted into his position, a little bit of traffic there, so it was quite complicated to really get behind it and drive it in, steer it in the right direction. Kind of skimmed off his head rather than getting the full force of your body behind it. Nashnoush let off the hook. Lafi, that's the ball back to Abdullah. High ball up. That's control just letting him down, Zubia. The Al Ittihad player. And here's Estrella. Estrella's got that really interesting running style, isn't he? And he gets the ball at Ari Papel. You just don't know what he's going to do. He comes up against Abdullah, puts it on his right foot. There's the delivery into the penalty box. The ball comes back. There's Estrella's shot, but it's straight at the goalkeeper. Kind of a fluffed attempt. Easily tidied up there by Nashnoush. And I think that he's obviously collided with someone in the middle there. I think it's Sand who's down. Let's have a look at this again. Oh yeah, you can see that Felix made just collided there with Sand, who goes down. There was absolutely no intention. It was just an accident, of course. It was part of the movement when he's trying to swivel and put himself in a good position as the cross came over. He's good, he's fine. Good news. The other good news is Guinea-Bissau qualifying for another Africa Cup of Nations, their third in succession after Gabon in 2017, Egypt just a couple of years ago. And now they're back in business. And that is fantastic news, because before that they hadn't even qualified once. So 3 in a row from 2017. Perfect. Sand is back. Sand Al-Wafali, a Raja Casablanca man. Still goalless here, 5 minutes to go before the end of the first half in this Group F battle in the Luanda. African qualifier for the FIFA World Cup in Qatar 2022. Match day 2, plenty of African football qualifying action coming up. So these are the last games to wrap up match day 2, but we'll be back with more in October. The halfway stage next, and that will be tantalizingly close for a lot of the teams, and it'll show us some of those teams who start to move away and seize control, and others slip away. But still with 3 games to go, 9 more points after that up for grabs, of course. 12 at the end of tonight. Still lots of football to be played. And of course, with this format, we've still got 40 nations who are battling it out in the 10 groups. 4 in each group, of course, and 1 team from each group will go through. So if you think about this group, you've got Egypt, you've got Gabon, Libya, and Angola. And with Egypt with 4 points with a win and a draw. And Libya with a win. Gabon with just 1 point with a draw. And Angola looking for their first points after that 1-0 loss against Egypt. Everything's to play for. A win for Angola, of course, would mean that only Egypt would be the team with 4 points and unbeaten. It'd be 4-3 3-1. Ball played into the midfield, a good opportunity. El Houni gets the ball out to the right-hand side. Can he get a shot in? Oh, it's a fantastic effort. They've taken the lead, and the Mediterranean Knights have done the damage. Well, that has come as a bitter blow for Angola. The ball came out wide. El Houni just heading the ball, and it was sensational because the fantastic finish there coming in, and it has just given Libya the lead. Did we expect that? Well, maybe not, but at the end of the day, a counter-attack, a quick move, and they find themselves in the lead. And all you can do is congratulate this Libyan team. Well, the attempted back heel there from Zubia. El Houni picks the ball. It's a nice little header, and the ball comes out, and it is driven in. And that is absolutely perfect for El Afi. Neatly done from El Afi, and the ball comes down. It's driven in on that right-hand side, just to offer Libya. The lead there, and well, there you have it. It's an excellent scenario here for Libya now, because they've got 3 points already. Kadja, the scorer, in the 44th minute, and a big blow here for this Angolan team. Can the Palencias Negras clamber back and get themselves an equaliser? That will just give him plenty of confidence. El Houni working his magic down the left-hand side. It all came from his header, working so well with that man El Afi. Bit of a dummy run. This is Al Tuhami. A change of flanks. It was nearly controlled sumptuously by El Afi on that far side. Nearly outfoxed Fortuna. And they'll win a free kick, just in a good attacking position there. Taken quickly, of course, the ball comes across, headed away. This is Zubiao comes back to defend. El Afi just knocked off his feet. Estrella back to Kisanga. As the ball delivered by Estrella, goes all the way onto the head of Abdullah. Kisanga. And there's the half-time whistle blown here in Luanda at the Estadio 11th of November. Angola against Libya, and we have a goal, and it comes at a crucial time in the game, because just with over a minute and a half remaining in the first half, it's the Mediterranean Knights who take the lead through Omar Youssef Al-Qajar. Angola 0, Libya 1.
sua jogada. Qualificativo Campeonato do Mundo. FIFA Qatar 2022.
Welcome back to the Stadio 11th of November in Luanda for this African qualifying match from Group F. FIFA World Cup qualifying match for Qatar 2022. Match day 2, and Angola up against Libya. And the hosts have gone behind. They went behind in the 44th minute. And bit of a blow really for Pedro Gonçalves and the Angolan team, because they had their finger on the pulse of this qualifying match. But all of a sudden, Algeria struck and drove his shot past Aldo Montero just before the break. Big blow for the goalkeeper, for the team and the players who are battling hard to try and get themselves the right result here, having lost their opening game, of course, to Egypt 1-0. That in itself a major blow. Libya beating Gabon 2-1 in their opening game. Then we got a change, we got a substitution for the start of the game. I think João Baquiesa is about to come on. And Adilson Cruz is another player. Let's have a look. Well, Inácio Santos has gone off. Baquiesa comes on. Baquiesa being a forward, they're injecting a little bit more venom into the attack, it looks like. Baquiesa, 23-year-old, born in Sintra in Portugal. Came through the youth academy at Benfica, now plays for Chaves. Here we go then for the second half. What can Angola do? Can they hit back? Or will it all be about the Mediterranean Knights of Libya, who can secure 2 wins out of 2 in their bid to try and qualify as the top team in Group F, ahead of Egypt, ahead of Gabon, and of course the Phalanges Negras. That would be a feat in itself. Wouldn't be a done deal, though. You have to go through the 3rd round of qualifying. But this is good work. This is with Felix getting the ball out wide. Picked up here by Baquiesa. Good skills, but doesn't thread the ball through to its teammates. It's cleared quite confidently. Good work from Alcaja in the midfield. Finally, the ball thumped away, picked up once again. Baquiesa working his magic. That's a good work from Breu. And how about that for a lovely piece of skill at the back, just to clear the danger. Brilliant stuff from Sabu. It's his 50th match playing for Libya. He's got a couple of goals in the process as well. I think that could have gone either way. Could have got a foul from that, maybe Felix. 50-50 scenario. In any case, it is a free kick, and it is going for Nașnuș. He's being warned by the referee. He said that at the start of the game to both goalkeepers and captain. He said, time wasting, I'm not going to allow that. And Mr. Messi Nkunku of Congo Brazzaville, a no-nonsense referee. So Strela getting the ball back to Boatu Jonathan. Kisanga trying to thread the ball through to his front men. And Zubia's headed past, just draws the foul on Alcaja. Pretty blatant foul there coming in. Libya trying to find a way into the penalty area. Poor pass there coming in from Abdullah. Here he's off again, isn't he? Working his magic back here, so that will be another free kick. Salvador goes down. Angola looking to get a goal back here within the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Ideal time for them to strike. And Estrella will take this and try and pick out one of his teammates. Here is the delivery into the penalty area. It's been met, but it's still there. There's a danger, there's a chance for a shot. It comes off. One of the defenders flies out for a corner. But the shot came in. It was a good strike as well from Fortuna. And Sam needs to watch out what he's doing with the referee. Let's just have a look at this again. That was very close. That looked like it came off a upper part of the body. It's a chance for a header. Well, just turning and trying to latch onto that, get some power behind it. Not very easy from the edge of the penalty box. Backpedaling, trying to meet and greet and beat. Goalkeeper has it at the back, Nashnoush. Another player for Al-Ahli Tripoli. Estrella goes down, another problem. Ari Papel picks the ball up on the right-hand side. He's got options. Decides to square the ball back to Kisanga, his captain. Fortuna this time. Close control, very important against the Mediterranean Knights. They'll chase you down, hassle you, mark you tightly, get their feet in there and prevent you from working your magic. So slick build-up play, very important against a team like Libya. They're quite happy in that holding position where they don't move out of position too much. They mark their men without drifting away too much. Angola pushing forward. And the ball goes out for a throw-in for Libya. Much more happier, aren't they, Libya, when it's a little slower. Just not enabling Angola just to get that momentum. That momentum kind of shakes up their opponents and implements a little bit of fear within the midfield and defense. Encouraging mistakes. The likes of Ari Papel, when they go wandering forward and sprinting off into different lines, different positions, they can really shake things up at the back. All it takes is a little error, and afterwards they push forward. The fans, oh, they absolutely adore their football here, so they will want nothing less than victory in front of their home crowd. They're like this when you see Primero de Agosto play in the African Champions League, or Libolo Recreativo Libolo play in the Confederations Cup. That's a lofted ball into the penalty area, met comfortably by Sand, cleared comfortably too. They win the ball back. Angola, this is better. Well, a little push in the back. That was enough for the referee to pick up on Freddie's challenge there. Al-Tuhami of Al Nasir bundled down, using his force, using the physical force of his body to force the referee to make a decision there. Nashnouch takes it and sends it up into enemy territory. Monitored, marshalled at the back, easily done. Good use of the flanks here, picked up by Fortuna, down into the corner. Oh, you give him the ball away. That wasn't good by Sands. Is there anybody out to the right-hand side? Oh, he just tried to push a little bit too far. Nice, slick football. The ball comes out. There's a nice chance for a cross that comes over. It's gone straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Abreu unable to get anywhere near that. Nashnouch doing the business. Well, there's so many options. You saw Balberdia getting the crossover. And watch out, because if they don't get back in time, then it becomes very dangerous. And this is a good chance for Abreu, but he couldn't control well. The Angolan defenders back in position, but there's plenty of space for the Libyan midfielders to work their magic. That's not a bad little back heel. That's neatly done. Fantastic stuff. The ball comes out to Elafi. Change of flanks here. Tahami getting involved. Unable to pick it up. That's a nice little touch, that is. And here they go. Oh, there's still on his feet. This is wonderful running. Good opportunity. Finally goes down. There might be a yellow card for Al-Tahami. Logically. Well, once was okay, the advantage, but a second time. Mohamed Al-Hajj Al-Tuhami. He just couldn't stay on his feet on that occasion, could he, Felix? But wonderful running. Freddie will take it. Salvador comes up. Kasanga's up there as well. Freddie's delivery into the penalty box. Can they get on the end of it? There's the defensive header. Not the best overhead kick I've seen on the world football stage. Elafi's overhead just takes the ball out for a throw-in. Angola get the ball back. Estrella. Boa to Jonathan. Back out to Estrella. A little bit of movement here. It's picked up by Fortuna. Fortuna gets his crossover. Tries to keep the ball in play. It comes back off him. It's still in play. That was, no, the linesman says no, finally, despite the fact that Abdullah came across and cleared. So it will be a goal kick. What can they do? What can Angola do? Well, they just got to continue to push forward. They got to continue to pass the ball around. Just wait until a mistake is made. Tired legs will be starting to set in, of course. Temperature not too high. High humidity here, about 80%, but temperatures around about 25 degrees, so it's not too bad. Could be a lot hotter than that. Here is Fortuna down the left-hand side. He goes down. Is that going to be a free kick? I believe it is. And Abdullah raises his arms in disbelief. Bit of a scything challenge, just going in aggressively like that, caught the attention of the referee. No yellow card, just a free kick that's been given away. Well, this is Angola with a good chance to try and test this man here, Nashnoush. Two-man wall, but more importantly, a whole horde of Palanchas Negras lingering with intent in the penalty box, keen to latch onto this. Freddie again, and the fans getting well behind Angola as they seek that elusive goal. As we approach the 60-minute mark, that ball comes across, it's been cleared away. Nashnoush comes to the rescue, trying to fire it in from the front post, in between the goalkeeper and the front post. This is where they have to be very vigilant. Good work by Estrella. Angola 0, Libya 1. Algezia's 43rd minute goal separates these two teams. Henri Papel. That's a wonderful touch, and that will be another free kick. And it's committed by Zubia, the big centre forward. Two years of age, Zubia, 19 matches, picked up 14 trophies in all of the teams that he's actually played for, and it's been quite a few. JSK Esperance, Al Ittihad Tripoli. And this is fine atmosphere here in this stadium. And here is the resulting free kick. Freddie into the penalty area once again, headed away comfortably. Well organised at the back. And it's time for a change. Well, that's El Houni goes off. Did a good first half, part of that goal that was scored. And, Sula will try and come on and do something and be a little bit more important, instrumental to this team. Here is Fortuna. Gets the ball right across and cleared quite comfortably. Fired back into the penalty area. Is anybody there? Well, the answer to that is no. It's close. Came right over quite quickly. Salvador unable to greet that, and Kasanga. Here they go again, pushing forward. Henri Papel with Bachiesa. Henri Papel to Bachiesa. Bachiesa. Can he get his crossover? Now he wins the throw-in. Oh, he gets pulled down. That will be a free kick, logically, but they can do anything with this. That's nicely done. Very nice touch indeed, but that's gone a little bit too far. Picked up by Kisanga. Using his goalkeeper, Montero. Gets it back. Composed play over on that far side, despite the fact that there wasn't a route through into space. Felix gets knocked off his feet from Abdullah. Sorry, Salvador. This is when they can start to push forward and try and find openings. It's important now that they try and get themselves shots on goal to test National Angola if they want to get themselves a point or 3. Slick play from Boatu Jonathan. Out to Fortuna. There's the decent cross, very close to the goalkeeper. He comes out, it's bouncing, it's bobbled, it wasn't taken. There's still a chance, but it's everybody's back in position. And they composed themselves, but that pass wasn't good. And it's been curtailed all of a sudden. Zubia losing the ball to Fortuna. Against player working well, Estrella with Kisanga. Oh, that's nicely done, very nicely done by Ari Papel. Out to Bakieza, who's moving into position. The ball comes across. Is there anybody there? Oh, it's come off the bar, and that was as close as it comes for Abreu. Couldn't follow up with a header. Came off the post, flew off the post, and Abreu unable to pounce on that. It all happened so quickly. They win a corner. And again, the fans out of their seats, but there's still no goal to talk about just yet. There's Zito Lavumbo, the 19-year-old, plays his football for Cagliari. Went through, played for Manchester United Academy at one point. And Felix goes off. Can Lavumbo offers something else? The ball comes across, it's headed by Sand. Cleared comfortably. A lot of traffic in that penalty box, though. And a lot of movement now as Angola push for an equaliser. You can see from the state of the pitch in the goal mouth how much action's taking place up there. Freddie comes down to potentially encourage this, just to set it up so Harry Papel can use that right foot of his to deliver perfect cross, but he pulls it back a little bit. This is a good chance. Bakieza, can he get his shot in? His shot is blocked. There's another chance. Bakieza, oh, he just lofts it over into the penalty box behind the defence. No one there. No one read it. And again, they laying on the pressure on this Libyan defence. Will it break or will it stand firm until the final whistle? Angola 0, Libya 1 with Alkjar's 43rd minute goal. That is the difference here at the Estadio. 11th of November in Luanda. Angolan capital. Nice play there from Kisanga. Estrella getting involved. Had to Fortuna. Down into the path of Lavumbo. Interesting player, Lavumbo. Can play on the right, can play on the left. Rumours of him moving to West Ham. Been a couple of seasons playing at this very stadium at the Primero, as he played for Primero do Agosto. For a couple of seasons, 2018 until 2020. It's only his 3rd match for Angola. And at what point will we see Javier Clemente bring on a couple of defenders? He's got that capacity to just lock things down. Well, there's the player who scored the goal, Alcaja. He's been replaced by Tahir bin Amir. It looks like Trubal will come on as well. Zubia getting caught up. It's good what Sand is doing. He's just calming things down. There's no need for this. Just over 20 minutes to go. There's a lot at stake on both sides of the pitch. There's no doubt about it, but this is very good what Sand was doing. He's just saying there's just no need for this. Everything's fine, but there will be a yellow card that comes out. Just don't know who's gonna receive that. Oh, it is. Yeah, I thought it was. It was gonna come out. It's Freddie who picks up the yellow card. The Antalya Sport player just getting tangled up with Zubia, the centre forward, who also picks up a yellow. And that's that. Alfredo Ribeiro, Freddie as they call him. All hugs. We move on. Mohamed Zubia. And he has been substituted with Trubal coming on to replace him. Medical student in Benghazi, who combines football with his profession as well. Goalkeeper picks that one up comfortably, Aldo Montero. Less than 20 minutes to go in this African qualifying match here for the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Match day 2, second round. The third round next year. Lots of action taking place when we in the coming months. In October, we've got more rounds to play. 2 more rounds at the start of October in just a month's time. International window. Of course, there's lots of there's a bit of a backlog with what's happened with COVID, so we obviously realised that a lot of competitions have been pushed back, and the FIFA World Cup taking place at the end of the year, so it's just what, 14 months now. Nicely done, good work. Here's a good little run from Ari Papel. Puts it on his right foot, on his left foot, and then goes for the shot, but unable to find his path through the traffic. Play with both feet, just dances down with the right, cuts in with the left, unleashes the shot. Fortuna. Lavumbo. Capable of taking on players and beating them. Just 19 years of age. Fortuna gets the ball back. This is good work with Freddie. Lavumbo does well, gets past his man, gets the ball across. Oh, it's a wonky attempt of a clearance there. It goes way over his own head. Goalkeeper forced to come out, Nashnoush. Ali Salama responsible for that. Ball fired down into the right-hand side. Lavumbo tries to pick it up. It's gone a little bit too far. He can't do anything about that. Speed flying off the surface Will we have an explosion of goals here in Luanda to finish off one of the final matches of the second round of African qualifying for FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022? With the legs starting to show a bit of fatigue, there could be mistakes that will be made at the back. And we could see some goals. Angola looking very dangerous, pushing forward. They've always been a threat. They're all quality players capable of doing stuff like that. It's really, really slick football. This is good opportunity. Ari Papel gets the ball out to the right-hand side. There's Bakieza, tries to get the ball back. Oh, Ari Papel can't do anything. It just goes a little bit behind him, can't control it. And it's cleared. Very hard challenge there on Boatu Jonathan. Taken quickly, as per usual, picked up by Estrella. Down the right-hand side they go. Once again, Bakieza, here's the delivery into the penalty box. Is there anybody there? Goes over the head, but they're still in possession. Lavumbo here, puts it on his left foot. The shot comes in. Is there anybody there? Oh, it just flies across the base of the 6-yard box, but it's still in play. And over on the other side, they're still working their magic. Here he goes for a little bit of a dance there, Freddie, but he's unable to do anything with that. He's still got the ball. There's the shot that comes in, and it's a slick shot indeed. Taken well by Nashnoush. The fans enjoying that little moment of magic, but they're still showing frustration because there's only one thing that they want. It's a 4-letter word, and it will send them into raptures if they get what they are after. At the moment, it's looking quite complicated for them. Denied by the woodwork. They've been denied by the goalkeeper. They've worked their magic. They've had crosses that have just been a little bit too overcooked, a little bit too high. As we see Al-Tuhami of Al Nasser in Libya taken off on the stretcher. They'll be clock watching as well, Libya, don't get me wrong. But going back to what I was saying, Angola trying whatever they possibly can. I think they might need a skeleton key just to unlock that defense, because it's been pretty solid, to be perfectly frank with you, and they've had a little bit of luck. At the other end, Aldo Montero hasn't really had that much to do. Besides the goal, they were caught napping at the back a little. Quick counter moving up swiftly to outfox their opponents. And besides that, he's had a pretty quiet night. But Libya are fully capable of just, again, changing gear. They don't go into overdrive like Angola, but they just, the White Knights, they just catch you out. Well, I think that the ball was, that was Salvador kicking the ball onto the Libyan player. It goes out, it's going to be a throw-in taken quickly by Fortuna. Wants to get the ball moving. Here is Freddie. Freddie trying to work his magic, goes down towards the byline. Can he keep it in? He may have won the corner. He has indeed. Good perseverance and good strength of character to continue on and try and wrap that left foot around the ball to get the cross. He's waiting for his teammates to get into position, eager as can be to get this delivery in. Into the penalty box it goes, headed away at the front post by Ali Salama. Well, difficult for him to work his magic back, Chiesa, but Ari Papel, he excites the public with his slick footwork. He knows, he turns his defender perfectly. Didn't he do well? That was brilliant. Ali Salama, sorry, Sula working really, really well to just toe poke that ball out. And Ari Papel, Bakieza unable to control that over on the far side. Well, they love Ari Papel and what he does. But if you don't get the goals, well, it's not going to keep them satisfied for too long. Work to be done for Angola with 12 minutes left to play. Otherwise, it's Libya who will be moving to the top of the table, moving above Egypt, who have got 4 points. They beat Angola 1-0, remember, in their opening clash, and a 1-1 draw against Gabon yesterday. And well, with Libya winning both of their matches, if it stays like this, then that means they'll be on 6, but Angola won't be in a good place. But the football that they're playing, I mean, you know, it's thrilling, right? I mean, I'm loving it. Long-range shot coming in. Ooh. Well, risky business, maybe not, but you've got to give them full credit. Freddie again, hard work in the midfield. The battles continue. Picked up by Al-Tahami. And it goes out wide with Sabu. Al-Tahami told by the referee to go from the other side of the pitch. Shorter distance. And on comes Abdusalam. Well, that was close. The clearance made. It's always danger lurking around the corner. Taking their time, biding their time. Every second counts. Throwing over on that far side. Sabu takes it into the edge of the penalty area. But no place for Al-Afi to do anything. Well, it's slickly done, isn't it, by Abdullah at the back. Al-Afi picking the ball up here. Has some support with Sulat. That's a very good ball. It's been picked up here as a chance to try and get the ball across. Oh, that's neatly done. The far post, the volley comes in, and it's just been blocked by Bakieza. Sulat's volley. Tubal working his magic and racing down that right side. Kisanga. Picked up by Salvador. Lavumbo down this left side. Lavumbo. Well, that's just not the perfect cross, is it? Trying to delicately lob or chip the ball into the penalty area, but needed an extra player far out on the right-hand side, just ghosting in, hawking down onto that ball that was going over to the right side. Nothing to worry about for Nashnoosh, who will just take those extra couple of seconds to hit the ball upfield. Good work from Salvador, using the body to protect the ball. Estrella gets the ball out to Lavumbo. As the cross that's coming in, met by Salama. Cleared again. Fortuna with the throw-in. Taken quickly and passed over to the other side. Big change of flank there. Touch needs to be good. Fortuna's touch is good. Cuts inside. Has he got a chance to have it for a shot? Is he going to go for a shot? The ball comes in the right-hand side. Oh, it's the shot that comes in. It's another good scoring opportunity. And you can see that they're queuing up and they're looking for opportunities. And on that occasion, you could see that it was that man, Bakieza. Well, Fortuna puts the ball across. And Bakieza just leaning back, couldn't get his strike in on shot, on goal, in fact. And you could see that there were other players just waiting to to take the pass, but they get the ball back over on the far side, Angola. Again, the construction, the build-up play, as they pick the ball up once again. Freddy, control, just letting him down. Fortuna moving up into position, no free kick given. This is good work from Estrella, out to Lavumbo. Lavumbo's cross, it's met very well by Abdullah. With the throw-in taken quickly. And they are peppering the penalty area, but they're not peppering the goal. Little flick. This is a good chance. Well, the turn and the block coming in from the captain, Abdullah, who's just not letting anything go past. El Tabal doing really well. And a long-range shot coming in from El Afi. No, he's got Tubal just on the right-hand side if he wants him. 1-2, potentially. They need to be careful. There's a shot coming in. Oh, it just takes a bounce before flying off the chest of the goalkeeper, Montero. Again, so much danger when they push forward, Libya. You just don't know what they're going to do. But there's 3 against 5, basically. And the Angolan defenders just not coming back. They win a corner. We've got another player coming on this time. It's Simone Miranda, who comes on to replace Ari Papel. Corner coming in. Gonna get a shot in. Well, it was Sands, and it was showing a bit of frustration there. Just explaining what he wanted to do and what didn't really happen. Sabu's long throw. No, he's going short. And that's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Montero. Rolls the ball out to Lavumbo. He's got Freddy just inside of him if he wants. That's a good ball out to Lavumbo again. Need the big players, the forwards, to move up into position. Lavumbo goes down towards the penalty area, but it's good work by Abdullah, cuts across and just clears it. Sorry, from Ali Salama, clears his lines. Scored one of the 2 goals against Gabon. Might be a throw-in. Could well just to prevent it from creeping over the line. Ball comes back, pushing forward, Jonathan. And being forced backwards marginally. Kisanga. Out to Bakiesa. That's a good ball over to the right-hand side if it hasn't gone too far. Freddy with a chance. He lost the ball over, and that's met by El Tubal. Well, that's going to be a free kick, and in a very good scoring position. A little bit far maybe, or maybe not. But Freddy wants the ball. Fortuna wants the ball. Who's going to pick this up? Who's going to try and score the goal that would send this stadium? If it had a roof, they would, and they scored, they would lift the roof off it. I can guarantee you that, even with just a few hundred fans that are here, maybe a couple of thousand. The stadium that went full really has such an incredible atmosphere. Is it going to be now? Will they find the back of the net? Antalya Sport forward, Freddy going for goal. Looking to where he's going to deliver. Freddy with the free kick. There's the shot coming in. It's gone wide, and it's away from the target. And it's going to be a goal kick. Frustration continues for Pedro Gonçalves and his men. Well, it's a few meters wide. Not the ideal scenario. Just over 2 minutes to go here at the Estadio, 11th of November. Luanda. Libya still sitting on a 1-0 advantage, a 43rd minute goal scored by El Kaja. But Angola applying the pressure, bossing possession, but they're not getting the goal, that elusive goal. For days like that, here's Freddie. Freddie tries to get the ball over Salama. Desperate clearances made by this Libyan team. This could be an extraordinary result for Libya. Winning away in Angola just doesn't happen. There's a brilliant, the delivery just behind Lavumbo. And that goes out, and it's just a wasted opportunity. 19-year-old unable to deal with that. They will, of course, try and make another substitute. Al Musrati about to come on. Nice work from Elafi. He's had a very good game, especially in the first half. In back defending more so than attacking in the second half. Fortuna's forced to head the ball away from Tubal. Lots of gestures. Well, there's a chance, and Lafi has an effort that goes high and away from the target. The amount of time that we've got added on will be very important for Angola. Estrella, long ball up to Lavumbo. Nicely done, perfect precision there. Lavumbo, he's going to go down. Well, once again, he tries to get the ball across. He gets the pass. Well, the crossover is cleared, though, by the by the defender, Bin Amir. Is the delivery, the corner comes over. There's a chance for a shot. Can they get a shot in on target? That's the big question. Here's the delivery. Anybody there on the end of it? Oh, it's a good save. He just didn't get the force. The force wasn't there, and otherwise that could have been a different story altogether. Once again, Bakieza this time with the header, but Nashnus really didn't have an issue. And we'll see how much added time we've got, maybe a couple of minutes. It's been picked up by Bakieza down the right-hand side. Angola go once again. Desperate for an equaliser. It's a good ball into the penalty area. Is anybody at the end of it? Oh, he just couldn't tidy it up. The referee says it's a corner. And you can just see that the Angolan player goes down. It's Abreu putting pressure on the goalkeeper. Spilled out of Nashnus's grasp. But they've got a corner, 3 minutes of added time. Freddie will take it. Plenty of players up. Lavumbo at the far post. Who's going to connect? There's the header. It was flashing across the penalty area. Lavumbo this time. Tries to put it on his left foot. Gets the throw in. And he's picked the ball up and turned around. Bakieza drops it into the penalty area once again. Time is running out for Angola. Libya still in control with that one-goal advantage. Desperate clearances, it didn't happen. There's a long-range shot, it's a low shot. It comes straight off a Libyan player. They launch the ball and get it up the other end of the pitch. It's been met by Monteiro. And here's an Angolan player, the referee not getting in the way of the ball so they can still play this. High ball dropped into the penalty area. Anybody there? Lavumbo's there, just on the edge of the penalty box. Can he get his cross in with the left foot? Goes down towards the byline, but he pushes it too far. Time is running out, the last few seconds here. And the whistles from the fans of this Angolan team. And there it is, the whistle from the referee brings an end to this second match from Group F. And what a result for Libya. Heartbreak for Angola, but Libya can't believe it. They never ever qualified for a FIFA World Cup. They started their campaign perfectly. The final score here to make it 2 wins from 2 in Group F for the Mediterranean Knights. Angola 0, Libya 1. Well, Javier Clemente can be absolutely thrilled with that, his team's performance, because, well, they've come here and it's been a smash and grab scenario. 1 goal scored by Algeria in the 43rd minute, and well, the players, the home team, just can't believe it. They played electrifyingly good football, but they just couldn't get that goal, that elusive goal, and beat Nashnouch. So it finally ends with a 1-0 scoreline for the Mediterranean Knights. They'll be very thrilled to return to Tripoli and Benghazi to think about the next matches in October. That's all from me. Thanks very much for watching. Tonight's the night that Libya celebrate. They move above Egypt to the top of Group F with 6 points. 2 above Egypt with 4, Gabon with 1, and Angola with 0 points. Thanks very much for watching. Good night.
Infelizmente, as coisas não